Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about Stackable's column block in WordPress. Alright, so this is a mini-series on taking a look at Stackable's blocks one by one. To get started, let's open up a brand new blank page to take a look at this block in more depth. So there's a couple ways to do that, and the first one is if we are on our website and we're logged in, we'll have this top toolbar, hover over New, and click on Page. Alternatively, if we've logged in through the backend with our username and password, we'll end up on our dashboard. Simply head over to your left-hand sidebar, hover down to Pages, and click on Add New Page. This will open up the WordPress block editor and make a brand new blank page for us. Alright, once we're here, let's do some housekeeping. First and foremost, if this right-hand sidebar isn't here, there's a button beside Publish called Settings. Just click on that. And this is where we'll find all of our settings to toggle and configure for our block. Next, let's go ahead and give our page a title, Stackable Columns Test. Yeah, just to keep things organized for later on. And finally, let's go ahead and actually add the block. There's this blue button over here with a plus icon called the block inserter. Click on that. If it doesn't appear here, we can either search or scroll down. But since Stackable is on top of the list, we simply have to find columns and drag and drop that into our workspace. Let's go ahead and close this just to give ourselves some more room to work with. And there are some options to choose from. We can either have 100%, 50-50, 30-70, 70-30, 33-33-33, 33-33-33, 25-50-25, 25-25-25, just to start off. Let's go ahead with 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, and let's click off, and let's click back on, and you can see the parent block here is called columns, and we can change how many columns we want. We can go have even a dozen. Alright, I accidentally just crashed it. I accidentally typed 123 rather than 12, so let's go do that again. Be very careful because it won't limit you to how many you can put, right? You can have 12, and theoretically, I don't want to test it. But a while ago, I accidentally typed 123, and it did actually appear and crashed it, so be mindful of that. Let's go ahead and just choose maybe 4. We can do column wrapping, and then we can change how wide they are here by percentage, right? And then we can also change the arrangements. Just drag and drop those, sorry, right? If you wanted to do that. And we can also change how it looks like on desktop, tablet, and mobile. Next, let's go ahead and take a look at, we can also change the inner spacing, the column gap between them, and the row gap if we have more than one. We can change the block width and the padding, maximum width for all of these, and the content alignment. Let's close this, and we can also change our paddings and margins accordingly. Next, we can actually add a background to this. This is probably fine. We can also use a background image, an image or a video. We can also add borders and shadows. We can also enable or disable a top separator. And let's go with some nice colors here. Depending on what you want, we can also change the height and then the width. I'll probably go with something a bit more interesting. Okay, that's fine. We can also put a shadow or outline on this. You can also add a bottom separator. I'll go with this other wave here. I'll use probably yellow, and then probably make it a bit less. Yeah, and we can lower and raise the height of this, change the width as well. Okay, and that's for this block, top separator, bottom separator. We can also have our advanced settings here, general HTML tags, overflow clear, hard position settings, custom HTML. We also have our responsive settings here, which is to hide it on desktop, tablet, or mobile. We have our advanced settings here, such as HTML anchor and CSS classes. let's go ahead and click on one of these inner columns, and let's go ahead and add things first. So we have, we can add additional columns inside, but let's go ahead and add some images and some text. Okay. What should we go with? Let's just go with our options here. I'm going to be using Greenshift for this, but you can use anything else. You can use just the stock ones. Power bank over here. Let's go with a heading, right? This is a heading within right, and then maybe this one can be social buttons, and then let's configure this to be vertical, right? Okay, we'll close that, and there we go, right? And then let's open up this columns one again, and you can see where we can change the ratio between them, and then we can also change the alignment as they are. Okay, so let's go back and take a look at an inner column, and we can change the spacing inside itself, right? We can also change how it's aligned. So for this one, I believe we can do this, yeah. And we can change the minimum height, maximum width, and again, the spacing inside relative to itself. We can also change the column alignment, the horizontal alignment. We can make it horizontal or vertical, and that applies to this one, as you can see. Inner block gap. All right, let's close this layout one. We have our block size and spacing, our maximum content width, and paddings. We can also add a container to this one. If we wanted to, we can change the paddings as well. And we can also add, let's say for this one, we want to add, we want to add a background to this. Let's put it at this gray one, and let's put a border on that. And then we have our advanced settings. We can add a link to this, and then our general position, custom attributes, our responsive settings, and our advanced settings. So this block is relatively easy to use. Just be careful about adding too much, because that can give you a headache, and it will make your it will ruin the optimization of your page. All right, so let's go ahead and publish this to save our work, and let's take a look at it on our live site. All right, with that saved, let's go ahead and click on live view page to see our live page, and we can see we have our columns here in WordPress using Stackable. So if you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to our channel, as it really helps us out with the YouTube algorithm. Show this kind of video to other nerds like us. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.